Jim Holley, Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Welcome to this week's Toyota Tailgate Talk. I'm going behind the scenes, and I'm going behind the scenes with Christina Denney of the Rock River Powersports. You guys not only fund a team, but you guys also have all the parts for a Yamaha, not only for the 250F, but for the 450.
That's correct, we do, and we keep parts on the truck for just not only our riders, but for the privateers in the back who may not, they show up in their truck and may not have all the parts that they need if they break something. So they come to me and I help them out.
What are some of the parts, when you're at a Supercross? Obviously, when you're in the outdoors, they need a few more parts because you got two motos and but it's Supercross. What's the usual part that they'll use? Like, they can come to you and get a clutch lever, but some guys need clutches, they need a subframe, they need plastic, because a lot of the privateers don't have the money to keep that stocked up.
For Supercross, it's definitely a lot less than motocross. Plastic, subframes, you mentioned radiators, but mostly just clutches are huge, levers, and mostly plastics.
You also have complete motors. If someone blows up a motor, a lot of times they don't have time to put a new head on it or a new cylinder or whatever, so hey, take a complete motor.
Yeah, we keep it on the truck. No one's ever really come to us just yet for a motor, but it's available. It's a little quicker, obviously, than trying to diagnose something, and it's an expense. But especially if you're like a point standing or just trying to make the finish, it's available.
And something else, if you don't have it, you got a 250F that's here. I'm sure you'll steal from this bike to get somebody back out on the track.
Yeah, we've taken parts off of our bikes. We keep two bikes ourselves here, one 450 and a 250 that are just stock. We don't carry every part Yamaha makes, obviously, but those little pieces we've taken off before.
With injuries this year in Supercross, a lot of the top guys are out, but a lot of your guys are out. You have nobody here competing because everybody's injured, but you do have Amanda. She's going to be competing in the outdoors in the motocross season in the women's class.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We've had a rough Supercross season this year. When the guys are healthy, they're just not getting in the mains, just barely, just a little bad luck here and there. But keeping them healthy has always been more concern for me. One rider, Jared Brown, right now, his hand, he just wasn't able to hold on last weekend. We decided to play it safe, pull him off, and let him heal correctly so he's ready for outdoor. And then Ben's healing up good, so he'll be ready for outdoors. But Amanda, she's a local Utah girl, and she's just turned pro, and I wanted to support her and show her that we're excited to have her come for outdoors. And she has a huge fan base here, and it's really cool to see, and I'm excited for outdoors.
Well, something else that you did earlier in the year on the West Coast, Zach Osborne. You guys helped out Zach Osborne. He had podiums, and you're saying to Zach, man, you sure you got to go back to Europe? Because he was in the chance to win the West.
Yeah, it was exciting. They showed up. I met him at the GP last year, and I said, hey, if you're going to do Supercross, I want to have a place for you. So Steve Dixon and I talked, and we arranged it, and they showed up at Anaheim. And it kind of blew me out of the water, really. I knew he'd do well. No pressure for him, and I think we created a good environment for him, and just kind of quiet, but he's definitely getting the attention. It was nice. It was, really for him, it was great to have because of the confidence that he had. It was good for the riders. It kind of gave him a sense of, team, even though he wasn't really part of our team. But we helped him out just as, he was, and he helped the other riders. I hated to see him go, but I really appreciate his factor that he committed just to his sponsors back home, and he wasn't selfish, and he said he came to do what he did. And for him to walk away, I just really respect that.
All right, we heard it from Christina Denney, the team manager for the Rock River Powersports team, helping out all different riders. And if you're on a Yamaha and you need parts, you got to make sure you come by. She'll handle you on that. Well, that's it for this week's Toyota Tailgate Talk. Make sure you check us out on supercrossonline.com Wednesdays after 5 p.m.